Okay students, good morning. For today for continuous class for 12th standard. So last class we will see that the topic is the agents of the cross pollination, even both self and cross pollination. Today we have to discuss about and for advantages and disadvantages of the both self and cross pollination. Okay, then for today classes for the self pollination, for even cross pollination, advantages and for disadvantages. See, first one, advantages. Certain bisexual flowers always depend on the some self pollinating agent. Then even for self pollination takes place only for certain bisexual flower, whereas it is always depend on the self pollinating agent. Self pollinating agent means some vectors or factors. Then if cross pollination fail means self pollination takes place. If it is some cross pollination fail means self pollination takes place. Then second one, for disadvantages. Then disadvantages, so some plants produce very weaker progeny. Progeny means a young one or new plant, very weak. Then second one, new species and varieties too small in number, very too small, very low in number. That is called for both the self and for even for first one advantages and for disadvantages of the pollination. Then for cross pollination means that is called for merits and demerits. See that first one, merits. It is always very healthier offspring. Very healthier means that very strong. Healthier offspring means young one. Then new varieties may be produced. That is called second one, new varieties may be produced. Then for merits, then demerits. Mostly depend on external agencies. External agencies means what is agencies? Factors or even vector. Then second one, for some various devices adapted and attract pollinating agent. Various device means some mechanism adapted and attract for the pollinating agent. Next one, for the significance of pollination. Another topic, for significance of the pollination. See, it is for the free requestic process of fertilization. For free requestic means that is needed for thevai. Then second one, fertilization help in the formation of fruit and seeds. Formation of fruits and seeds. Then third one, especially for cross pollination, introduce the mixing of different types of gene. Cross pollination for introduce mixing of the both different type of gene. What is gene? Gene made up of nucleic acid. That is called DNA and RNA. Okay. Then next, even for the pollination. Next topic is the even for all angiospermic plants for takes place in two events. First event is the pollination followed by fertilization. This one process of the fertilization. Process of the fertilization. In dicot flowering plant, when the mature anther or pollen from the anther and reach to the stigma of the flower. Reach to the stigma of the flower. See that? For this one, ovule, LS of ovule. Then when the anther mature from pollen mature from anther and reach to the stigma. So already stigma has in wet in condition. Stigma has the wet in condition. After fall of pollen grains, here will germinate immediately to produce pollen tube. This is for pollen tube. And each pollen tube contain two male sperm. This is for male gamete or male sperm. Male gamete or male sperms. So every pollen grain produce two male sperm. See that? Then first male sperm and reach to the egg cell. This is for egg. This one egg cell. So first male gamete fused with the egg cell called, this is called a fertilization, or it may be called syngamy. What is that? Syngamy. This is the first process. Then second male gamete fused with for secondary nucleus. Second male gamete fused with for secondary nucleus. This is for second time. That is even all angiospermic plants for that for fertilization takes place in two times. That is called double fertilization. So fertilization occur in twice a time. So first male gamete fused with the egg cell called syngamy. Then other or second male gamete fused with a polar nuclei or it may be called a secondary nucleus. That is called a double fertilization. So the process of fertilization is called a double fertilization. Then fusion of nucleus called triple fusion. So already this is for 2n for condition, that is a diploid. Another male gamete fused with the 2n plus n, that is called a triple n. 3n, that is called a triple fusion. What is that? Triple fusion. So the fusion of the nucleus called triple fusion. So it is the unique process of the only for the angiospermic plant. That is the first male gamete fused with the egg cell and second male gamete fused with the center nucleus of the polar cell. Here for these three are the antipodal cells. These three are the antipodals. Then egg cell and synergids, these two are combined to form egg apparatus. What is that? Egg apparatus. Then egg apparatus includes egg cell and for synergids. See that for next topic is the for types of style. Types of style. Style one of the part of the gynoecium or pistil. See that generally types of style having for three types. First one hollow type or open type. Second one solid type or even closed type. Third one semi-solid style or half closed type. See first one for hollow style or open type. Hollow means what? That is the canal cavity from top to the up to even top to the bottom of the style. See, it is commonly in monocot plant. Which one? Hollow style is of the flower seen only in the monocot plant. From top to bottom is the hollow condition, that means canal cavity is the hollow, that means air cavity, like this air cavity. Then this canal then lined by a single layer of glandular cell. Glandular means it is a segregating substance. See, that is also called transmitting tissues. See, then segregation of the transmitting tissue is the carbohydrate. What is the carbohydrate? Lipid, even enzyme. These are the segregated from the transmitting tissue. Then second one solid type, or it is also called a closed type. See that it is commonly seen in dicot plant, whereas for hollow style commonly seen in for monocot plant. The second one solid type of closed type flowers. The solid type of or closed type of flowers commonly seen in for dicot plants. Then it is also found in transmitting tissue as it is same for hollow type. Then third one pollen tube grow through intercellular space of the transmitting tissue. Pollen tube then grow for the intercellular space of the some transmitting tissue. Then third one semi-solid style or half closed type. This is the intermediate of both open and closed. So intermediate between open and closed type of the style. Then there is a difference of some opinion on the nature and transmitting tissues. Different types of opinion on nature of the transmitting tissues called semi-solid style or half closed type of style. Then next one entry of the pollen tube through by the ovule. Through by the ovule. See that generally for it takes place three types. So this question asked for very important the last year 2020 for கேட்ட question March 2020 so இந்த question கேட்ட question very important, note it 5 mark கேட்ட கேள்வி இது. So that takes place, see that it takes place for three types. First one porogamy, second one salassogamy, third one mesogamy. See, poro means what is the micropyle. So when pollinator, so when the pollen tube enter through by micropyle called a porogamy. This is for micropyle. So the pollen tube enter through by micropyle called a porogamy. That is called a porogamy. Then second one salassogamy. So the when the pollen tube along with even pollen grains or sperms enter through by salasa. This is for salasa region of the ovule. That is the pollen will enter through by salasa called a salassogamy. Then third one mesogamy. Third one mesogamy. When the pollen tube enter through by integument, because ovule has two even outer integument and for inner integument. Then pollen tube enter through by integument called a mesogamy. This is for a very important question last year asked in public. Okay, wow. Then okay students, then today what we have learned about, that is for first of all types of even pollination fertilization already learned. Then today classes for the even advantages and for disadvantages of the both self and for cross pollination. Even then types of style. Then for entry of the pollen tube through by the ovule. Okay, that's all for today classes. Then we will see for next class. Okay, thank you.